Hey guys, Mr. Crazy for Cards here, bringing you a basic tutorial on how to play Naruto collectible card game. If you already know the basics of this game, then click the annotation above, and it'll take you to another video for advanced players. Other than that, let's begin. Make sure you have a deck of 50 cards. It can be made out of booster packs or a starter deck. A starter deck can be found at Target, local retailers, or online for around $10. It'll have 30 game cards, a game manual, a game mat, a turn marker, and 2 booster packs. Your deck should consist of ninjas, jutsus, and missions. We'll start with the ninjas. Okay, ninjas are the main cards of your deck. They're used to protect your own village and to attack your opponent's village. Right here is the card type, which tells whether the card is a ninja, mission, or jutsu. Ninja cards in the background appear in white, while the mission card appears in blue and the jutsu cards appear in yellow. The symbol right next to it is the element symbol, which there are 6 basic symbols: fire, water, earth, lightning, wind, and void. Under the pictures are the names, and under it, right here, are the characteristics, which is basically used for other effects, jutsus, and missions. Right here, right next to his name, is the turn marker, or the entrance cost, which tells basically when you can actually put this ninja into play. Next to the turn marker is the hand cost, which tells how many cards you have to match with the symbol to put into your chakra area. Under the characteristics are the effects. Here it's going to be the card number, and like in the middle, right below the effects, are going to be the card rarity. 0 dots means it's a common card, 1 dot means it's uncommon, 2 dots means it's rare, but then 3 dots means it's super rare. Here is its attribute, which again it works like the characteristics for effects, missions, and jutsus. But the numbers next to it and above it, that represents its power. 5 represents the combat power, which will be explained in the battle phase. Then there's the 3 right next to it, which is actually the support power. But when this ninja is in injured status, the 1 is its combat, and the 3 will be its support. Next, we'll go to mission cards. Okay, mission cards appear in blue. On the top left hand corner is the card type, and it explains that it's a mission card. Right next to it is the element symbol, and like all cards, the words right down below the picture is going to be the name, and to the right it's going to be its entrance cost and the hand cost. But unlike these cards, they're only for effects, and it's only played in the mission phase. And sometimes when you play an effect, right above it, it'll either have a requirement or it'll say permanent, which means that it'll last this many turns or it lasts the whole entire game. Right here is the card number, like before, and right down the middle at the very bottom is the card rarity. Okay, jutsu cards appear in yellow. On the top left hand corner is the card type, which explains it's a jutsu. To the right are the element symbols. There can be multiple element symbols on one card, yet that'll be explained in the advanced video. Right under the picture is its name, and right under the name it's the jutsu cost. The jutsu cost are the amount of cards you have to put into your discard pile to activate this card. For example, you have to discard 2 fire cards or fire symbol cards from your chakra area or 3 randoms. You can tell because there are 2 fire symbols on the card and or 3 random chakra, which is represented as a circle with a number in it. Under it are the effects, which has a requirement sometimes, a target, and an effect. There can also be combinations, experts, masteries, but that will be explained in the advanced video. Okay, to actually start playing. Okay guys, let me explain the basic setup for this game. Like, if you already bought a starter deck, it should have came with a game mat like this, and basically all you have to do is follow all the boxes to know where your cards are supposed to be. If you didn't and you bought like booster packs, or you just lost a game mat for some reason, let me just explain. Right here in this giant space is called the village, where all your in-play ninjas and all your standby ninjas are kept during the battle phase. Right here is your deck area where you keep your deck. Next to it is the discard pile where all your dead ninjas, discarded cards, and some discarded chakra are going to be. Right here is the chakra area where you place all your charged chakra. Right here in this giant box is the battle reward area, where you can choose either to hold your opponent's battle rewards or you can keep your own. And then right here is the battlefield, where you send all your ninjas to attack or block. If you actually bought the starter deck, then the game mat should have come with this little guide right here, which it's kind of like a map if you actually get lost. It has start phase, mission phase, organization phase, battle phase, and end phase, if you get lost. And right here is the turn marker indicator, which goes from 0 to 9, and it's just a little tool to help if, to remind you where your turn marker is and what turn it is, some little stuff like that. If you actually get used to the setup, then you can change it up a bit and make it to your own preferences. For me, I like to keep my deck kind of slanted, kind of like in between the deck area and discard pile, where it's easy for me to draw without bending the card and my opponent ever seeing my card. And if I don't like it, I could either discard it right here, or I could charge it in my chakra. I kind of like to charge my chakra kind of like sideways, so I know how many cards I have in each. Some little stuff to help out. But do make sure that your opponent and yourself know which area is which, because if you don't, it makes stuff a whole lot harder. Either way, let's actually begin. Okay guys, the first thing you have to do before you even start playing is shuffle your deck. Kind of like, fail. Kind of like this, just cut it in there. Yeah, I'm just trying to do this quick. It's not the cleanest shuffle. And give it to your opponent, which he will shuffle, and to save time, I'll just cut the deck like he would. And then place it into your deck area, face down. And then draw your 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. See if you choose not, if you don't like the hand, you have 2 chances to redraw, but each time you do it, you have to draw 1 card less. Since I put it right back into my deck, I'm going to redraw, put it back down, and I can only draw 5 cards this time. 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Like so. But even if you don't like that hand, you got 1 more chance to shuffle. Yeah, kind of like this. Ah, dang. On top. And now you can only draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you hit the 4 card limit, that's it. You're stuck with that hand for the rest of the game. Then it's time to decide on which player goes first by doing like a heads or tails with a coin, or by doing rock, paper, scissors. You know, like just to choose who should go first. And then once like you decide who goes first, it's time to start the game. Okay guys, this marks the end of part 1. If you want to see part 2, click the annotation above, and if you want to see the advanced video, click the annotation below. Like so all new and upcoming players can see this video, and like post questions down in the comments or by PMing me, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. Also check out my eBay channel, which is Mr. Crazy for Cards, and I'll be like selling cards, of course, and I'll soon be posting merchandise videos where you can have a better look at my collection. Other than that, have a nice day.